Good morning, students. We have already discussed various points of this chapter pointer. Okay. How we access pointer, its introduction, benefits, what is null pointer, example of pointers, some points to be remembered about pointer, how to access variables through pointer, double pointer, pointer increment, pointer and arrays, and pointer to one dimensional and two dimensional array is also discussed, and pointers and character strings is discussed too. So these are the main points we have discussed as far. Okay, today is the last session of this chapter. Here we discuss array of pointers, pointers as function argument in C, function returning pointer variables, pointers to functions, and pointers to array of structure in C, and how accessing structure members with pointer. So these are the points to be discussed in this last but not least video session of chapter pointers. Okay, so let's start with array of pointers. In previous video session we have used array, one dimensional array and two dimensional array by using pointers we have seen. So in array of pointers we are using lot of string which are stored in a table format, and how we are access these strings by using a table format we can see in array of pointers. So one important use of pointers in handling of a table of string. Consider the following array of string: char name, okay, char name 325. That means 3 is the number of, how many numbers of row is 3, and 25, how within a row how many characters to be stored, that is 25. So here name is a table containing 3 names, each with a maximum length of 25 characters including null character. So total storage requirement for the name table are 75 bit. Obviously 25 into 3, that is 75 bit we require to store 3 string. Now this is the memory storage. In this order the strings to be stored in the memory. Now let's see an example. Declare string of varying length of using pointers char pointer name. Okay, so as we are using pointer to display the value, so in the example char declare pointer name of size 3 equal to, second bracket open, New Zealand is a one string, okay, Australia is second string, and India is third string, and the declaration is complete here. Now declare same string without using pointer. How do we declare? Char name 325 is the size, brace open, New Zealand, Australia, India. within double quotation we have to write. Okay, and then the brace complete semicolon is used to end or to terminate the code. Okay, now by using pointers, name to be an array of 3 pointers, 2 characters, each pointer pointing to a particular name. That means name 0 New Zealand. So New Zealand starts with the row index 0. Name 1 starts the string Australia, and for the Australia the starting index value is 1, and the name 2 the string is India, and the starting index of India is 2. So if we write char pointer name 3, then we are able to display this string. Okay, so only 3 location for pointers which will point to the first character of their respective strings. Only if we are using only the first character, when we are using pointer to access the string value, then we need to require to mention only the first index of each string. Now let's see without pointers array declaration. In this way, New Zealand null character, Australia end with null character, India end with null character. So in this case, that means without pointers array, the memory should waste is more. So the following state would be print out all the 3 names, like for I equal to 0, I is less than equal to 2, I plus plus. Why less than equal to 2? Because the index starts with the 0, so that's why less than equal to 2. Printf format specifier percentage is used, then name I. So we are able to display all the string value. Now to access the jth character in the ith name by using pointer, we have to write pointer first bracket open name I plus j. So in this way we are able to display the jth character of ith row by using pointer. So this is the syntax how we able to display a character by using pointer. Now pointer as function argument. So this is all about the array of pointers. Okay. Now next discuss point is pointers as function argument in C. Pointers as a function parameter is used to hold address of arguments passed during function call. Okay. Pointers as a function parameter is used to hold address of argument passed during function call. This is also known as call by reference. Already we have learned call by reference in the chapter function. Call by reference means we are calling the function by using its address value, not the parameter value. Okay. When a function is called by reference, any change made to the reference variable will affect the original variable. Obviously, if we we change the reference value of the variable, obviously the original value variable will be changed. So let's take an example to make it more clear. The pointers as function argument. We are taking the example of swapping two numbers using pointers. So let's start has include str.h, then void swap. Within the swap, int pointer a comma int pointer b parameter is used. Okay, now in the main function we declare int m equal to 10, n equal to 20. Fine. So printf m equal to %d, we are displaying the value of m. Printf n equal to %d, and we are displaying the value of n. Now swap, we are calling the swap function with ampersand m and ampersand n. We are not directly use the value of these two variables. Instead of that we are using their address value. So this is the passing address of m and n to the swap function. Okay, so after swapping, what will happen? We can see printf m equal to %d, printf n equal to %d, and return 0, and the quotation is complete. So pointer a and b holds and point to the address of m and b, m and n. So we are using in the function declaration the parameter as a pointer variable. Okay, that pointer variable points the actual parameter variable in the main function. So these pointer variables basically taking the address value of the integer value which are used in main function. So that's address value will show the value which are doing swapping function. So here we are define void swap int pointer a, int pointer b, and the swap function is starts here int temp. We declare we are taking a declaration. Now as per the calculation of swapping, temp equal to pointer a. Here this pointer a taking the value of the variable in the main function. Now pointer a equal to pointer b and pointer b equal to temp. So let's take a look at the output. M equal to 10, we are putting n equal to 20. After swapping, what will happen? M equal to 20 and n equal to 10. Okay, so swapping operation is happen by using pointers in this way. Okay, so now let's go to the next point, that is function returning pointer variables. Okay, function returning pointer variables means a function can also return a pointer to the calling function. Okay, in this case you must be careful because local variable of function does not live outside the function. Hence, if you return pointer connected to a local variable, that pointer will be pointing to nothing when the function ends. That means function returning pointer variables. So function returning pointer variables means when we are calling the function, it returns the value of the variables. This is the simple meaning. Function returning pointer variables. If we are taking an example, we can understand it more. So, for an example, starts with has included str.h. Now, look at this. Int pointer larger with the parameter value is int pointer. That means here when we are declaring the function name, before that if we are using the pointer operator, then this function, declared function, must return the parameter value which are used in main function. Now int main start, int a equal to 15, we are taking int b equal to 92. Now int pointer p we declare. So within the p we can call larger, the function name larger, with the ampersand a and ampersand b. That means we are using the address value of a and b. Now printf %d is larger. Now within this statement we can compare the value of a and b and by using pointer p, which is declared right now. By using pointer p we are able to display the larger value. Now define this function. How do you define this function? By using pointer variables. Int pointer larger. Okay, this is the function, pointer function. Now within the bracket we are mentioned the arguments int pointer x and int pointer y. Now we are comparing these variables. If pointer x is greater than pointer y, then it is return 0, otherwise else it's return y. So what would be the output of this code? 92 is the larger. Okay, so here the function larger receives the address of the variables a and b, decides which one is larger using pointers x and y, and then returns the address of its location. Now this location return the value then assigned to the pointer variable p in the calls function. So this is, in this way we are able to return a pointer variables by using a function. So we are coming to the next point. What is the point? Pointers to function. It is possible to declare a pointer pointing to a function which can then be used as argument in another function. A pointer to a function is declared as follows. How we can declare? Type. That means the which data type we are using. Okay, then the pointer name, using the pointer operator, after that the pointer name, and within another first bracket we are mentioned the parameter. So this is the syntax. Okay, so let's take an example. Int pointer sum. Int is the type, that means the data type. Then by using pointer operator we are mentioning the pointer name, and the parameter may be vacant, okay, void. So this is the legal declaration of pointer to function. Next, int pointer sum with bracket. This is not a declaration of pointer to function. Okay, so this one is the wrong declaration when we are using pointer to function. So a function pointer can point to a specific function when it is assigned the name of that function. Int sum equal to int of pointer int s equal to sum. Here s is a pointer to a function sum. Now sum can be declared using function pointer s along with providing the required argument values. So s of 10, 20 is the declaration. Now let's take an example to understand pointer to function. Starts with has include str.h, int sum, int x, int y. Now within this function definition, we are returning the value of x plus y. Now define the main function. Int main, as per the declaration part of pointer to function, int within first bracket pointer fp, then within first bracket int the parameter list. Now fp equal to sum, we mention int s equal to fp of 10, 15. That means the value of the variable function parameter function. Printf sum equals display the sum, return 0. So output would be 25 from this pointer to function example. Okay. Next, the last point of this chapter, but the not least, pointer to array of structure in C. And we can also see how we access structure members by using pointers. So like we have array of integers, okay, array of pointers, etc. We can also have array of structure variables. And to use the array of structure variable, but it is mostly used when we are dealing with array of structure variables. In the structure chapter, we can see how we are using different data type variables. And obvious, in the structure we want to store more than one different data type elements. So there we are using a derived data type, that is integer array also there. By using array we are able to store a large number, at least greater than 8 numbers too, by using structure. So if we are using pointer to array of structure, we can easily declare the variables by using the pointer. Now let's take an example. Has include str.h, we create a structure. Struct, already we have learned in the structure chapter, we have to use the keyword struct. So after struct we have to write the structure name, that is book here. Char name is 10, so size should be of one name minimum 10. Int price. Okay. Then declare the main function struct book A. It is the declaration of single structure variable. Now struct book pointer ptr. This is the declaration of pointer of structure type. Now ptr equal to ampersand A. Okay. Now struct book B10 array of, this is the array of structure variable. Now struct book pointer P, pointer to structure type. Now P equal to ampersand B. So we are using here for the structure A and B is the two variable which contain the name of the book and its price value of this book too. So we are using pointer to array of structure to display the value of the book. Now return 0. With the pictorial diagram we can understand it more well. So name and price is the two parameters of the structure name book. More variable b1 b2 in this way we can declare it. So this name and price is stored in the ampersand b0, index is 0, and p is P is the pointer to store the address value of this name and price of P, points to the first variable. So this pictorial diagram is array of structure variables B10. Fine. So this B index 0 is the struct book type pointer and struct book pointer P. Okay. Now let's take a look how we access the structure members by using pointers. To access members of structure using structure variable, we use the dot operator. So we can remember in the structure, suppose we are using a structure name student. So how do we declare it? Struct student. Okay. And within student we are taking char data type for name of a student, and suppose it's age. Okay, so how do you declare it? By using the dot operator. That means in scanf we are written, suppose to display the age, so %d /n quotation complete ampersand s1 dot age. So dot operator we are using for the display the structure value. Okay, so when we are using pointer, as we are declare structure, we can declare it struct my structure char name, okay, integer role and integer rank. These are the members of this function. So int main, okay, and struct my structure variable within this we are declared the value, that means name Rohit, roll number 35 and the rank is 1. So struct my structure pointer ptr. By using this ptr we are displaying the structure member. So ptr equal to ampersand variable. Now printf name equal to %s. Okay, ptr this arrow then name. So when we are accessing the structure member by using pointers, we are using the arrow instead of dot operator. So printf roll number equal to %d ptr arrow roll. Printf rank equal to %d ptr arrow rank. Now return 0. So output would be name equal to Rohit, roll equal to 35, rank equal to 1. So in this way we are able to access the structure members by using pointers instead of the dot operator, what we are learned in the structure chapter. Okay, so this is all about main points in the chapter pointers. Obviously there are lots of queries, so you should feel free to ask any query about this chapter pointer. Okay, so thank you.